The speed is something dangerous but very exciting. Riding a race bike is an art, a thing that you do because you feel something inside. I try to have a different relationship with the bike. I don't give it a name, but I always speak with it. I don't know if the other riders do the same. This is not only a piece of metal, there is a soul. The bike talks back too, but not with a voice, with the components. Maybe the bike is more dangerous, but the passion for the car for me is second to the bike. Our sport is dangerous. We risk the life out there, so we need to stay calm and focused and leave all the rest out. I'm Valentino Rossi, and I want to be a person, not an icon. The tragic incident of Louis Salem reminds us that our sport, our passion, is dangerous. We know it, but in a way, we don't think about it. It is dangerous and unbelievably fast and entirely different from the kind of track I am used to racing on. You look at Moto3, the races are very exciting. Moto is fantastic, and then MotoGP is boring. How do Ferrari know what I'm doing next year when I don't know what I'm doing next week? To be a great motorbike racer, the most important thing is passion for the bike. I like physical exercise. I actually like sports in general. I really like snowboarding and playing soccer, too. I feel 100% a Yamaha rider in my heart. I had a long career and raced with several factory bikes, but the highlight of my career is undoubtedly with Yamaha. I have won on Honda and Yamaha, so maybe it is interesting to win with a third team, Ducati, who are Italian. Once the races begin, it's more difficult, and there is never that much time for testing. I'm able to ride the bike and think clearly about strategy and tires. I also have positive thinking. I am very constructively critical. I don't like being famous. It is like a prison. And driving for Ferrari would make it far worse. Barcelona is a special track. I have always loved the layout of the circuit, but also the atmosphere and the fans are special. It has always been good fun. To win the championship in the first year will be hard. We need time to become competitive and win races. I'm lucky because I don't feel too much pressure. It's only in the last hour before the race, and even then it's good, positive pressure. Giving yourself threats doesn't mean you don't believe in yourself, in my opinion. I would have probably stolen cars. It would have given me the same adrenaline rush as racing. I race to win. If I am on the bike or in a car, it will always be the same. Also, when I started racing, I knew a lot of people and it was more easy for me to find the first bike, so I have a good chance for sure. I'm done with fun, unfortunately. I'm too old. The train has passed. However, I am looking forward to the two new Grand Prix. Both Shanghai and Laguna Seca are fantastic tracks, and it will be good to race at them. I'm very happy because I won a lot. I've won races and lived in a world that just gave me joy, so I remember it very positively. Maybe if Grazino make another work or another sport, I wouldn't have had this passion to be a rider. It's a big advantage because understanding what changes we might make takes time, and it takes time to work out settings and to understand everything about the new machine. In my opinion, we are at the limit now, and 17 races is really too much. With all the testing that we do now, it means we're always on the bike and it's quite difficult. You try to do a technical feature. In front of me I had a strong rider who brakes hard and it's difficult to pass. We have the 2004 mode here for reference, which is useful. It worked well here last year. We won the race and always did fast lap times, so it will be interesting to compare it to the new bike, and it will help us to understand which parts have improved. The work that we do during the winter is very important. We have a new bike and it's important to develop it during this time, and we start with this test. If I test the car for a year, I can be quite competitive the next season. Fortunately, during my career I have won more or less everything, so I need to enjoy it to have the right motivation. In 2002, the Yamaha was at more or less the same level as the Honda, better in some ways, worse in others. But in the winter of last year, between 2002 and 2003, Honda made a big step forward, and it seemed as if Yamaha couldn't quite match that improvement. But I could also start phone or rally. I love rallying much more. You can tell people you fell because the bike didn't follow the trajectory it was supposed to follow, or tell them that you are actually really fast, but the bike simply isn't. Inside you, however, you know the truth. You know you fell off because you made a mistake, or because your opponent is simply faster than you.